Hello students, today we will see session 2 of polynomial, that is relationship between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. So first of all we will see in case of the linear polynomial. What is linear polynomial? In last session we have studied that variable degree must be 1. So general form of the linear polynomial is what? Px is equals to ax plus b, where a must not be equal to 0. A is the coefficient of x and it must not be equal to 0, because if it is 0 then it will be a constant polynomial. We will get px is equals to b, so it is a constant polynomial. So condition is a must not be equal to 0. Now if its 0 is alpha, then how we will find out alpha is equals to minus b upon a? How we got this? See this left side. When we say suppose that alpha is a 0, then p alpha must be equal to 0, because alpha should satisfy this. Means on putting alpha instead of x, in place of x in this polynomial, we should get the value of polynomial as 0, that is p alpha equal to 0. Now we put what we get, a into alpha plus b equal to 0. A into alpha is equals to minus b and alpha is equals to minus b upon a. This is how we got this here. So b is what here? The constant term comparing with the equation, and a is what? The coefficient of x. So alpha is equals to minus constant term upon coefficient of x, that is minus b upon a. Now let us see one example. Find the 0 of the polynomial px is equals to 3x plus 4. So how we will find the 0? We know that for the linear polynomial 0 क्या होता है? Alpha is equals to minus b upon a. So here on comparing with this equation we will get b is equals to constant term. So we are getting a 4 and a is what? The coefficient of x. So what is that? 3. Therefore directly we can write it as minus b upon a. So minus 4 upon 3. Hence the 0 of this polynomial is minus 4 upon 3. Now let us see relationship between the zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. Now quadratic polynomial, last session we have seen that whose degree is what? Degree of the variable is what? 2. So its general form of quadratic polynomial is what? Ax square plus bx plus c, where a must not be equal to 0. That is coefficient of x square must not be equal to 0, because if it is 0, then it will be what? Bx plus c. It will form a linear polynomial. That's why coefficient of x square must not be equal to 0. Now if it is a quadratic polynomial, it will have the two zeros, two solutions. So what will two values for which the value of polynomial will be 0. Let that the two zeros be alpha and beta. Now how to find? Now here we will find out the relationship between the zeros, sum of the zeros, that is alpha and plus beta, we get minus b upon a. By solving all this equation and putting, we will get here directly directly I am showing you that sum of the zeros we get alpha plus beta is equals to minus b upon a, that is equals to coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. The product of zeros is what? Alpha into beta will be c upon a. Now c is what? Constant term upon a. A is what? The coefficient of x square. And here what? Minus b upon a. B is what? Coefficient of x, and a is what? Coefficient of x square. So this relationship you all have to remember. Now we will see an example. Find the sum and product of zeros of polynomial. This is what quadratic of polynomial. So what is sum of the zeros? Minus b upon a. Just now we have studied here. And what is product of zeros? C upon a. Directly we have written it. So on comparing we get a is equals to 4, b is equals to 3 and c is equals to 2. C is a constant term. Directly put here now, alpha plus beta is what? Minus b, so minus 3 upon 4, and alpha into beta is what? C upon a, so it is 2 upon 4, that is 1 upon 2. So sum of the zeros is minus 3 upon 4 and product of zeros we get here 1 upon 2. Next we will see the relationship between zeros and coefficient of a cubic polynomial. General form of cubic polynomial is ax raised to 3 plus bx raised to 2 plus cx plus d, and condition is a must not be equal to 0, where a is the coefficient of x cube. Now sum of zeros, alpha plus beta, here it is cubic polynomial, so how many zeros will be there? 3. So let the 3 zeros alpha, beta and gamma. So alpha plus beta plus gamma, sum of zeros equal to minus b upon a. B is what? Coefficient of x square, and a is what? Coefficient of x cube. Product of zeros, alpha into beta into gamma is equals to minus d upon a. D is what? Constant term. A is what? Coefficient of x cube. Now sum of product of zeros taken 2 at a time. Here we have taken individually. Now here 2 at a time. alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha. That is equals to C upon A. That is coefficient of x upon coefficient of x cube. That is coefficient of x. C is what? Coefficient of x, and A is what? Coefficient of x cube. Now in next session we will see the exercise 2.2. Before this, you all have to remember the relationship between the zeros and polynomials in all the three cases: linear polynomial, cubic polynomial, and the quadratic polynomial.